This section is about feeding the pig. This is an important aspect of keeping pigs. If you're going to get the best from your pigs, you need to feed a balanced diet. It's true to say that pigs will eat pretty much anything, but if you just feed them anything and it isn't balanced, then they won't grow as quickly. The simplest way to feed pigs is to buy a compound feed from a feed mill, like these 3 bags here. We have 3 examples here. There's different types of feed. The small pellets here are for weaning, the bigger ones here are for growing pigs, and these ones here, the big rolls, are for sow feeding and are designed for feeding outdoor at grass. The other way of feeding pigs is to have something mixed up, possibly on the farm. Here we have an example of rolled barley, and here we have ground barley, and that can be mixed with a protein feed like soya bean meal, which is high in protein, and then also you need to include a mineral supplement as well. This feed here is another example of a mixed feed, but this has actually been bought from a compounder, and you can see it hasn't been pelleted. So all the ingredients that are in these feeds here are in here, but it hasn't been mixed together and pelleted. And on the far side here we have brewer's grains. These would be available from a brewery, possibly as a waste product, and these also are very good for feeding pigs. If you buy a compound feed in a bag like this, then it will come with a label. It will give you the oil, protein and fibre and ash content, and also a list of the ingredients that have been used to make the feed. So in this case there's wheat, barley, wheat feed, soya bean meal and so on. All of these feeds provide energy, but the energy should also be balanced by the right amount of protein. So when a pig is freshly weaned, it has a high protein content, so these weaner pellets here would be 20-22% protein, but then it would move on to a lower protein in the grower, which is only 16 or 18. And the sow feed, again, they have much lower protein requirements, so only 14 to 16% protein for them. So having looked at the various feeds that are available, the next question is how much you should feed. When a pig's weaned, it will need about half a kilo of weeder pellets, and then at that stage you could tend to feed them pretty much to appetite, so as much as they would clear up in about half an hour twice a day. After that, as they grow on, they'll need more, and as you build up to a grower up to 50 or 60 kilos in weight, that will need around about 2–2.5 kilos. Sows and boars, their requirements are also similar to that, so around about 2–2.5 kilos for sows and boars per day. And a sow that's lactating, you would need to build up the food fairly quickly after she's farrowed, and build it up to as much as she can eat twice a day. This could be 5, 6, even 7 kilos a day if she's got a lot of pigs on her. One very important thing that you mustn't do is feed anything from a kitchen, either your own kitchen or a commercial kitchen premises. This is illegal to feed pigs on waste products. The reason for this is that there's a very high risk from disease transmission from those foods. You can feed waste dairy products like whey, and in this case waste yoghurt. If you do feed these, you need to tell your local animal health office that you're bringing these onto your farm. And one final thing just to mention, obviously all these feeds are dry, so you must make sure that the pigs have access to water at all times.